Hi there, Wasted Potential 616 back again. A little bit more with it than I was the other day, a little bit more awake. Still a few more days until I get some new comics from my comic shop. So I'd just like to use this time to talk about one of the trades in my collection. And that trade is Batman Year One. Oh, there we go. Now, this storyline came about due to the success of The Dark Knight Returns, illustrated and written by Frank Miller. I'm sure you've all heard about it. It ushered in the grim and gritty age of comics during the 80s. Well, one of the storylines that did. It can't take sole responsibility for it, but it was a key part. Anyway, it was so successful, DC asked Frank Miller to do some more Batman stuff. Now, he didn't illustrate this this storyline. There was an artist called, I always forget his name, David Mazzucchelli. I'm sure I haven't pronounced that right, but yeah, whose artwork is brilliant. I'll talk about it in a moment. Now, the storyline originally appeared in Batman. What was it? I've got it written down. 404 to 407. That was in the 80s. I wasn't around. Well, I might have been a glint in my father's eye then. But yeah, I've got it in trade, and it is absolutely brilliant. It really is. Now, one of the reasons why I want to talk about this is because sometimes I feel it gets overshadowed, no pun intended, by The Dark Knight Returns. But there's a purity to this storyline. It takes Batman to his essentials. Now, he starts from scratch. Him starting out. This would have made the perfect Batman film. I would have thought. There was even talk that there was going to be an R-rated movie, R-rated Batman movie based on this, around the time of the Batman Begins coming out, and I really wish that had actually happened. I think it would have been a better film. No disrespect to Batman Begins, it was a good movie. It had its flaws, but it did a good job resurrecting the Batman franchise. Anyway, back to the story at hand. It, as I say, there's a purity to it. It has Batman starting out. He's fighting criminals. He's not fighting any supervillains. He's fighting criminals. He's starting out. He's establishing his role, his place, his early relationship with characters in this, and it does it perfectly. And at the same time, the same thing is going on with Commissioner Gordon. Well, he's not Commissioner at this point, but he would later become Commissioner Gordon. And it has him starting out in Gotham at the same time. And his character in it is brilliant. He kicks ass, he really pulls his weight. He's a tough cop, and there's a really good story, story in it, but he's actually having an affair, which is quite cool, And so, if you're upset about Batman not having a love interest to a certain degree, if you need that out of the story, there's a little bit of that in here with Commissioner Gordon, but it's not a major part of the story, but it's good. It's very, very good. I can't recommend it enough. I mean, this was a very influential book. I mean, it still managed to influence Batman Begins a lot. There's a scene where Batman escapes from the police using bats. That was used, but done much, much better in here. The relationship between Commissioner Gordon, Batman, and Harvey Dent, that's kind of touched upon to the very early stages within this, which is reflected in the Dark Knight. And actually, the last page of this is a lot like the very last scene of Batman Begins. Also, within the comic book world, Jeff Loeb took a lot from this storyline when he did Batman: The Long Halloween and Batman: Dark Victory. Not ripping it off, but actually continuing on from this, and did a very, very good job as well. So as I say, there's a purity to this. It has Batman, grassroots Batman, learning but not being naive. He makes mistakes, but he still does it. He learns from his mistakes. He learns, and he's still the sort of calm, calculating Batman, which I think is one of the best aspects of the character. So yes, I can't recommend this enough. And yeah, if you're a Batman fan, if you're a DC fan, hey, if you're just a comic book fan, please pick this up. And well, and as it's in trade, you know what? If you don't want to buy it, hey, go to your local library. You know, they'll probably order it for you if they don't have it already. This is an essential Batman story. I cannot recommend it enough. So go out there and buy it. Okay, cheers. Oh, I'm having problems stopping this video. Oh no, here we go. There we go. Sorted. Anyway, have a good one, guys. I'll probably do some reviews later on, especially when I get next Thursday when the comic delivery comes in. Anyway, blah 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 blah. See you later.